Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are here for the Independent Awards 2019 to celebrate the Pacesetters, and we're delighted you are here tonight. Permit me to quickly recognize some of the dignitaries present here tonight. Please join me as we welcome the chairperson tonight, Her Royal Highness Erelu Abiola Dosumu, the Erelu Kuti of Lagos. A round of applause for our ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being here tonight to honor this and chair this event. I'd like to recognize also the DC of Police Operations in Lagos State, Mohammed Ali. A round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. Please join me also as I recognize the publisher, Vanguard Newspapers, Uncle Sam Amuka Beon. A round of applause for Uncle Sam. Thank you. Join me also as we recognize the Emir of Kefi, Shehu Muhammadu Chindayoya Musa, Deputy Chairman, Nasarawa State. A round of applause for him. Baraka Dazua. Also, the President of Ohaneze Ndibo, Oyisi Ndibo Bara Buruburu, na Lagos State, High Chief Solomon Ogbonna Agwene Udochia. A round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for all being here tonight. We also want to recognize the representatives of the Oba of Benin. He has sent 3 high chiefs here. With us tonight is the Aiwe Real Gene of Benin, Chief H.O. Bazuaye. A round of applause for Chief Bazuaye. With him also is the Okao Obiore of Benin, Chief Useni Elamai. A round of applause for Chief Useni. And Chief Osaro Ida, the Obazelu of Benin. A round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. The national anthem, as led by the band. I request that we kindly rise for the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call obey, to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Oh God of creation, direct a noble cause, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know. In love and honesty to grow and live in just and true. Great lofty heart attack to build a nation where peace and justice shall
Thank you very much for that beautiful one. Let's be kindly seated. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce the arrival of His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State, His Excellency Godwin Obaseki. A round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome, sir.
Your Excellency, we're so excited to have you here tonight. You're very much welcome. While Your Excellency is trying to take a seat, ladies and gentlemen, it's with great honor and privilege and pleasure I want to acknowledge and introduce the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of the SOPADEC in the person of Basharun Askia Oge. Please kindly acknowledge him, the Basharun of the Niger Delta. You're very much welcome, sir. Thank you very much for coming, sir.
All right. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this occasion we have His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedo Uku Akpolo, a Waritu Oba Benin, ably represented here by the three powerful chiefs, and I request that they move from where they are to the high table here. Chief H.O. Bazoaye, the Ayewere Ogene of Benin, also the Okao Iviore of Benin, Chief Useni Elamai, and the Obazalu of Benin, Chief Osaro Ida. A round of applause for the three of them representing His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedo Uku Akpolo. Ekwaretu Oba Ise. Thank you very much, as the three of them are coming to settle that down.
Also, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we want to acknowledge the presence of the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of Nigerian Airspace Management Agency in the person of Captain Fola Akinkuotu, representing the Honorable Minister of Aviation, Senator Adit Sereki. Please kindly acknowledge his presence here tonight.
Thank you very much. At this juncture, we'd like to quickly recognize formally to start the program His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedo Uku Akpolo, Ekwaretu Oba of Benin, represented by the three chiefs we just introduced, the publisher, independent newspapers, His Excellency High Chief James Ibori, chairperson tonight, Her Royal Highness Erelu Abiola Dosumu, the Erelu Kuti of Lagos. We also have His Excellency Godwin Obaseki, Governor of Edo State. His Excellency, thank you very much for that one. His Excellency Simon Lalong, Governor of Plateau State. Thank you. His Excellency Dr. Umar Ganduje, OFR, Governor of Kano State, represented by the Commissioner for Information, Kano State, Malam Muhammad Garba. Also, we have His Excellency Ben Aye, the Governor of Cross River State, represented, and the Honorable Minister for Aviation, Senator Hadi Abubakar Sirika, represented, and we have, is represented by Captain Fola Akinkuola, that's the MD of NAMA. A round of applause for him. And we have with us two deputy governors. We have His Excellency Kingsley Otuaro, Deputy Governor, Delta State. And with us is His Excellency Right Honorable Comrade Philip Schweible, Deputy Governor, Edo State. Edo State have a very powerful representation today. We have with us tonight the Honorable Speaker, Lagos State of House of Assembly, Right Honorable Mudashiru Obasa, represented by Honorable Tunde Brahimo, Chairman, House Committee on Information, Security and Strategy, Lagos State House of Assembly, and MD Editor-in-Chief, Independent Newspapers, Mr. Steve Omanufeme. With us tonight also, we have distinguished award recipients, captains of industry, members of the diplomatic corps, members of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of independent newspapers, I welcome you heartily to Independent Awards 2019 to celebrate the Pacesetters. This epoch-making event is happening in Lagos, the center of excellence. Welcome, Ekabo. My name is Adedejo Dulesi, and with me tonight to co-anchor this auspicious event is a fine gentleman, Dave Barrow Thomas. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deji. You will agree with me that I'm a fine gentleman. Don't you agree? Sure. Come on, put your hands together for this fine gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I want to acknowledge the presence of the Executive Director of Zenith Bank in the person of Mr. Henry Oro. Can we acknowledge his presence if he's here tonight? Thank you very much. We also want to quickly acknowledge the presence of the Niger Delta Power Holding Company Limited, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Shiedu Ugbo. Are you here, sir? Thank you very much, sir. Lovely, lovely white attire you have there tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. We are so excited to have you here today. We want you to feel relaxed because this evening is specially designed for your comfort and relaxation. Once again, we say thank you very, very, very much for finding time to come. Okay, we want to get the program started, and we're just going to get some few speeches off the way so that we can enjoy a beautiful evening. It's a great honor and privilege and pleasure to bring to the podium the Managing Director, Editor-in-Chief of the Independent Newspapers, Mr. Steve Omanofemi, for his opening remark. Kindly acknowledge him as he comes.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I, on behalf of the family of Independent Newspapers, welcome you to this occasion. Today is a day to recognize and honor eminent Nigerians who have done well in their respective fields. So it's not a day of speech making, but let us revel and enjoy the day and celebrate and honor these distinguished Nigerians. So I will say you're welcome. Welcome to this event. We are pleased to honor you for making time to come to this event. We say thank you and you're welcome. Welcome.
So tonight we're going to be very, very absolutely businesslike. Okay, like I said, we're going to get the speeches of the way. It's a great honor, a great privilege to have a royal mother here in our midst to give us the chairperson's opening remark. Ladies and gentlemen, please do make welcome Highness High Chief, our Royal Highness Erelu Abiola Dosumu, the Erelu Kuti of Lagos State. We honor you, ma'am. Thank you very much for coming. Could you please come give us the chairperson's opening remark? Can you please put your hands together for the Erelu of Lagos?
Humanity and making wherever she goes come alive. Put your hands, ladies and gentlemen, once again for Her Royal Highness. Ladies and gentlemen, as she comes forward to give us this speech of ours on this auspicious occasion.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I have to recognize, even in absentia, my king, my ancestor, the Omonoba, the Oba of Benin, and his entourage. Of course, His Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State, and of course, His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State, and other excellencies here, deputy governors, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the organizers of this program, the independent newspapers, I'm very pleased to welcome you here this evening for the annual Independent Awards for 2019. This, of course, is an annual program designed to celebrate excellence in all spheres of our national life, both in public, offices, and private sectors. And it is heartwarming to note that the program has, over the years, succeeded in identifying and celebrating exceptional individuals who have made remarkable contributions in diverse fields to the growth and development and transformation of our great country. Nigeria, I therefore would like to start by congratulating the independent newspapers for this initiative and also for keeping up, especially in these uncertain times that we are all witnessing. I would also like to thank the organizers for this great honor of their kind invitation to me to chair this distinguished gathering. When I was first approached, I said to them, look, why me? And besides, I wouldn't be in the country. But with further reflection, I thought I'd be doing disservice to myself if I do not actually seize this opportunity of honor and be amongst you distinguished guests. And of course, you know, the independent newspaper has a reputation of reporting the truth. And I hope you agree with me in both editorials and news and various reports. And I definitely identify with the independent newspaper. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today's program is taking place on the heels of a confluence of fast-paced development and international system in the midst of unprecedented challenges, which holds tremendous challenges for Nigeria. I'm holding on for His Excellency, who is saying, exchanging pleasantries with other colleagues. Apart from the coronavirus, health issues, security issues, and developmental program, which the whole world is battling with at this moment. Other challenges are obvious from the realms of commodity market. I'm sure if you all have shares, you know the prices are tumbling nearly every day, and everyone is scared, especially if you have your shares as your backup for your wealth acquisition. But we pray to God that there be a remiss. The present climate change is part of the problem. Energy crisis is part of the problem, as well as gathering storm in the financial market, as we're witnessing from the stocks market, and featuring one of the worst stock markets since global financial crisis of 2008. Great determination, great determined minds who are exceptional industrious and are above all individuals with a knack for providing solution to intractable problems. Success, as they say, breeds success. Having people of these characters in our country, we breed a culture of excellence and hard work, which permeates the system. Therein lies the joy of our gathering here tonight. By celebrating those who are making strides in our society, that will encourage others to likewise, hopefully, in large numbers, through the multiplying effect. Before I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be remiss if I do not talk about the process that brings up awardees. Oftentimes, it is normal for us to concentrate on a narrow band of men and women who have made significant contributions in the past. As we can see, the world is such a dynamic place. Great feats of yesterday, which were heralded with great applause, are just the starting points of greater feats today. And as the great sage, the Nelson Mandela himself once said, after climbing a hill, one only finds there are many more hills to be climbed. If we only recognize and give awards to those same people over and over again, particularly when such awardees have not made added significant value to their past achievement, we are certainly going to be stuck in the past when the world is racing into the future. Our searchlight should be so positioned to identify solution providers on a daily basis, both in traditional and emerging fields. We should constantly beam a focus on trailblazers, innovators, and record-breaking individuals across board. In that way, there will be a healthy competition among all stakeholders to put in their best, and in return, that will unleash great potential on our great and promising country. I'm going to finish, but I need to say this, because we can't continue to reward obvious people. There are great talents in our society. And I'm glad to notice tonight that diverse group of people from various fields are being recognized today. As I conclude, it is with great pride that I present warm and heartfelt greetings of congratulations to each award recipient of tonight. It is my hope that tonight's award will encourage them and the rest of us to do more to uplift our great country. I thank you for listening. Have a wonderful evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe you can do better than that. Our Royal Highness, Erelu Abiola Dosumu. We need to quickly say that she played a key role in the Tony Blair-led Commission for Africa in 2004. And of course, Africa's representative in the G8 Summit, a woman of grace. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly please acknowledge her once again. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Cross River State, is here with us today, Professor Ben Ayade. Thank you very much for finding time to come. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for finding time to be with us here today.
We'd like to entertain you presently, and we have a dance troupe, a Fibre Esteem Culture. They are presenting a dance in Hausa. Ku da kuka zo daga jihar Plateau da Kano da duk arewacin Najeriya, muna so mu ga muku cewa maraba da wannan abin wasa da rawa na gargajiya. Ina fatan za ku ji daɗin shi. You're welcome. Now the dance troupe, ladies and gentlemen.
The chairman of the SOPADEC. Ladies and gentlemen, please do make welcome. The chairman of the SOPADEC is here with us tonight, Evangelist Prince Michael Diden. Are you here, sir? Can we acknowledge you here, sir? Thank you so much for coming.
La limo la Akoinabia. Mandala.
Performance, ladies and gentlemen. That is all the way from northern Nigeria. Ina fatan cewa kun ji daɗin gasar da suka nuna mana yanzu ko? Kun gane abu da suka message da suka tura muna? Yauwa idan sun kun gane kuma kun ji daɗin abin da suka nuna muna, ku takwa musu. Ku takwa hannayenku. So you understand it? A round of applause for them, right? Let's try another one. Applaudissez s'il vous plaît. Fantastic. Thank you very much for dance troupe. I'd like to quickly recognize the director, Fidelity Bank, Mr. Namdi Okonkwo, represented by Mr. Charles Aibi. A round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, tonight we shall be commencing with the first set of awards, and it's my pleasure to call to present the plaques. The ace presenter, broadcaster, Master of Ceremonies, Sonny Irabo. A round of applause for Mr. Sonny Irabo as he comes forward to assist in the presentation of the plaques. Joining him upstage is the Executive Director, Zenith Bank Limited, Mr. Henry Eho. A round of applause for Mr. Henry Eho as he comes forward to join in the presentation of the plaques. The first set of award, of course, we're starting with the Food and Beverage Company of the Year, and that goes to Chi Limited. A round of applause for Chi Limited tonight.
Chi Group, Food and Beverage Company of the Year. Chi Group needs little or no introduction in Nigeria. This is because the quality products that come out of this company have become so popular in the homes of Nigerians that there will hardly be any home without one product or the other from the Chi Group on a daily basis. Not only that, so many Nigerians through the Chi Group have found employment and means of livelihood. The quality products from the company have continued to be food companions. The group boasts of 3 major categories in its brand, which include juice and beverages, dairy products, and snacks. In juice and beverages, Chi Group has such top quality products as Chivita 100%, Chivita Active, Chi Exotic, Happy Hour, Capri Sun, and Chivita Iced Tea. In dairy products, there are these quality brands such as Hollandia Yogurt, Hollandia Evaporated Milk, Hollandia Choco Malt Drink, Hollandia Soya Milk, Hollandia UHT Milk, Hollandia Ready to Eat Custard.
All right, now to
This is award to Chi Group for your distinguished, for the distinguished products you have delivered in the Nigerian market. This way.
Thank the management of Independence Award for finding us worthy of this award. We are eternally grateful and will continue to innovate and bring out more products that will be admired by consumers across Nigeria. Thank you.
Eko Hotel and Suites, Hospitality Company of the Year. Eko Hotel and Suites certainly needs little or no introduction, especially to the hospitality followers and stakeholders, as the facility has remained the epicenter of tourism, leisure, entertainment and relaxation embodied in Africa and even beyond. Founded in 1977 as Eko Holiday Inn in the heart of Victoria Island in Lagos, Eko Hotel and Suites has grown to become a worldwide brand with services equivalent to what could be obtained in anywhere around the world. 25 rooms and suites in 4 multi-story buildings clad in white with views of the Atlantic Ocean and the Kuramo Lagoon. Hospitality and tourism couldn't have come better than this. It is indeed with all these and so many more that the board and management of Independent Newspapers Limited considered you for an award as the Hospitality Company of the Year 2019.
I guess Eko Hotel are busy making hair comfortable for us and will be joining us very shortly. All right, we have the Actor of the Year, Mercy Johnson, and the award will be going to the brother, Joe Okoji. A round of applause for him, ladies and
Success
gentlemen.
of the Nollywood and the movie industry in Africa, without mentioning Mercy Johnson Okoje, who has grown from being a budding actor to a brand that the young ones look up to. Mercy Johnson is truly the reflection of the words of Kalu Uka, a retired professor of theater drama at the University of Calabar, who once said in one of his books, "Actors are born and not made." With 6 million followers, Mercy Johnson Okoje is married to Prince Odianose Okoje, a businessman, politician, and philanthropist. The union is blessed with 3 children, with the 4th on the way. Taking everything into account, it is hard to find anyone more deserving of this prestigious award than her.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, the Governor of Edo State, Your Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State, the Deputy Governors here present, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to stand on already established protocols. I receive this award on behalf of my younger brother's wife, not my sister, and we all know her in the movie industry, and we know that she's maybe making some waves there, and I think this is an award that is well deserved, and she's very grateful that you recognize the little stride that she's making in that industry. Thank you for the award. God bless you.
Adetola Emmanuel King, GMD, Adron Homes and Property. Adetola Emmanuel King, the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Adron Homes and Properties Limited, is a young and energetic man who is living his dream and sharpening edges within the short time of Adron's creation. As Borokini, Bobajiro, Babalaje, Akile, Asiwaju, Osulodero, and now our rare peninsula of Ibadanland, he probably would become an unopposed king someday. Oba Adetola Emmanuel King, as he prefers to be called, is a man of no match when it comes to real estate management. He does that with relentless joy of the heart. He is a philanthropist whose passion is to make the common man have food on their table. All households will be like ritual making. Emmanuel King's blessing comes with a basket full of thanksgiving as he manages one of the leading real estate management.
Adetola Emmanuel King, here represented.
Good evening, His Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank God for making our GMD and the company the Pacesetter. We all know that it is an absolute honor to receive a recognition, but being recognized as a Pacesetter means that you have set a pace and a standard. Take to your boss for everybody to follow. It's not just an ordinary award for us, but it's a constant reminder that we've set a goal and will achieve our goal. On behalf of the Group Managing Director, the Executive Finance Director, the entire management staff of Adron Group, we want to say a big thank you to Daily Independent newspaper for the evening award. And say, may God bless you. We will continue to make the incredible affordable. Thank you very much.
Much for that one. Up next is the Insurance Company of the Year, Anchor Insurance.
Anchor Insurance Company Limited, Insurance Company of the Year. Anchor Insurance Company Limited was registered and licensed by the National Insurance Commission (NICOM) in October 1989 as a general business non-life insurance outfit and started business in November of the same year. The company commenced operations of its registered office in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, and later, for business reasons, joined its fellow underwriting outfits in Lagos. While it has its Victoria Island office in Lagos as its corporate head office, its Uyo office remains its registered office. Of accomplished turnaround professionals from different business fields whose experiences have continued to ensure the organization consistently puts its good foot forward. The management team, which is headed by a young professional and reference item in the Nigerian insurance business space, comprises intelligent and result-thirsty professionals from different business lines whose passion for getting things right at first attempt has stood the company out as a movement in the nation's risk-bearing sector.
You're the one I need, oh, before cassava start to hate, and if I ever leave, oh, make what I...
Your Excellency, the Governor of my state, Godwin Obaseki, and other governors present, the Oba of Benin, Amonomba Oku Akpolokpolo, the Eware the Great, my distinguished directors present here, members of staff, we are grateful to the organizers of this event, Independent newspaper. I started this journey a year ago, but thank God today I'm receiving an award on behalf of my organization. This is a call to duty. This is a call to insure Nigerians. I'm happy many governors are here today. Nigerians is seriously underinsured. We need to get ourselves insured. The governors, we have no business budgeting for infrastructures that are dilapidated. Fire insurance is present. Others, please get Nigeria insured today. Insure Winterco. Thank you very much.
All right, we have right waiting for us, Fidelity Bank.
SME Friendly Bank of the Year. Fidelity Bank, one of the foremost banks in Nigeria, has carved a niche for itself in the support of small and medium enterprises in Nigeria. Operation with PwC Nigeria, it empowered the beneficiaries. It is on this premise that the board and management of the Independent Newspapers Limited rewards you with the SME's Friendly Bank of the Year.
He say all our friends are leave me la vida loca. If I'm me, my lover, oh, yeah, you for there for me, you for there. When the boy they hunger, I for try for you, oh, yeah. But you say if you don't get money, hide your face.
All right, what to say?
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I received this award on behalf of the board, management and staff of Fidelity Bank. It validates our modest contribution to supporting small businesses across the country. We're encouraged to do more, and we thank Daily Independent Newspapers for this recognition. Thank you and have a good evening.
Up next, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, is the Youth Capacity Building Agency of the Year, Industrial Training Fund, ITF.
Industrial Training Fund, Youth Capacity Agency Building of the Year. The Industrial Training Fund has over the years been the beacon of youth development in Nigeria with its skills development, which majorly targets the youth for the sake of empowering them for productivity and national development. This very vital agency of the federal government was not chosen to be the Youth Capacity Agency Building of the Year for no reason, because a look at the history of the ITF will reveal how far they have come, impacting the Nigerian youth with requisite skills in diverse areas. For instance, last year, the ITF graduated a whopping 11,000 trainees across the country under its 2018 National Industrial Skills Development Program, NISDP, as well as distribution of startup packs to them, not only of the current management of the ITF, led by Sir Joseph Ari, who has brought his leadership charisma to bear on the ITF. It is on this premise that the board and management of the Independent Newspapers Limited honor this vital agency as Youth Capacity Building Agency of the Year.
A round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Plateau State, Right Honorable Barrister Simon Lalong, our host governor who has been supporting ITF in this achievement, the Governor of Edo State, Godwin Obasake, the Governor of Cross River State, Ben Anyade, and other excellencies here. On behalf of the Director General and Chief Executive of the Industrial Training Fund, Sir Joseph N. Ari, the visionary leader of the Industrial Training Fund, a man that has become the apostle of job creation in Nigeria. I want to appreciate the Independent newspaper for this honor. This honor is indeed a stimulus for us to achieve more. And I want to assure you that under the leadership of Sir Joseph Ari, the Industrial Training Fund has been turned around to impact positively to our national economy through youth empowerment. As I'm talking now, we have empowered over 450,000 Nigerian youths within the short period of the administration of Sir Joseph Ari. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you sincerely for this honor.
I just want to quickly acknowledge the presence. Like they said, besides every successful man, of course, there are beautiful women. Ladies and gentlemen, we have here tonight Her Excellency, the wife of the Executive Governor of Plateau State, Mrs. Regina Lalong. Please kindly make welcome. We acknowledge you here. Thank you so much for finding time to come. And of course, a very lovely, beautiful wife of the Executive Governor of Edo State, ladies and gentlemen, Her Excellency, Mrs. Betsy Obaseki. So, we're so glad to have you here. I think Edo people are here tonight. All right, we also have here tonight the Honorable Speaker of Plateau State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Abuknu Ayoba. Are you here, sir? Can we acknowledge you? Thank you so much for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, we also have the APC Chairman of Edo State, Barrister Anselm Ojesua. I hope I pronounced that. Of course, since His Excellency is here, the SSG of Edo State is also here, Barrister Osarido, okay? And of course, we have no other person than the head of service, also from Edo State, Mr. Isaac Ehiozoba. Ladies and gentlemen, also acknowledge the presence of the Chief of Staff from Edo State, Taiwo Akerele. Ladies and gentlemen, the former Speaker of Edo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Matthew Egbedon. Are you here, sir? Thank you so much for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my singular honor to also acknowledge the presence of the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Ahmed Wase. Are you here, sir? Okay, we're going to take the short interlude. Are we ready for this? Thank you so much. We'll be back.
See what she got it. No more in the money. Pick up at the corner. Give it to me sharply. Don't say Pamio. Nah, Pamio. I can do this all night long. Carry me the God. Carry over Lord. Everything they get back on you. Carry me the God. Carry over Lord. Everything they get back on you. Yes, somebody whiskey, whiskey, you know what go 50-50. Whiskey, yes, somebody whiskey. Whiskey, one more time. Whiskey, yes, somebody whiskey. Whiskey, you know what go 50-50. Whiskey, yes, one more time. Let's go. Push up. Come on, push up. For you, my child, you want it for no place, I know the talk, Scarface for you, my child, for you, my child. Take me anywhere you want to go. Tell me anything I want to know. No lie, no lie. Run anywhere you want to go. Shake me and you want to pass it on. No lie, no lie. But you say, kill your body, get your money, think your money, so what's funny? Who do this thing? What do this thing? Get tipsy, but not the price. whiskey, yes, somebody whiskey. Oh, big man, one one, whiskey, oh yeah, they can feel it now, but now that you got doesn't mean it now. I know I let them know.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please join me as I recognize the Executive Director, Zenith Bank, once again, Mr. Henry Oro. A round of applause for him. And we have in the house, ladies and gentlemen, the Chairman, Coast Carriers Group, and his amiable wife, Dr. and Mrs. Cosmas Maduka. A resounding, resonating round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen. And we have in the house, the Group Head, Corporate Communications, Access Bank, PLC, Amechi Okobi. A round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we continue with the next set of awards now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, to help us for the next set of award, we want to crave the indulgence of Excellency, the First Lady of Edo State, Her Excellency Bessie Obaseki. Please, could you help us for the next set of award, ma? Thank you so much for coming. God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Delta State Oil Producing Development Commission, the SOPADEC, we want you to come on stage to receive your award tonight.
The State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, the SOPADEC, was passed by the State House of Assembly and signed into law in 2006. The Commission is dedicated to superintending the utilization of 50% of the proceeds of the 13% revenue derivation component of the Federation account to develop the oil-producing communities. Following the inauguration of the SOPADEC, the board has reformed the contract award process to curb the patronage of companies without the requisite capacity to diligently execute projects and improve project supervision procedures to eliminate cases of substandard jobs. The board has also ensured that projects executed have direct benefits to communities by liaising with relevant stakeholders in deciding the choice of projects, thereby repositioning the SOPADEC into a responsive, focused, and purpose-driven intervention agency, while also initiating measures to sustain and deepen the peace in oil-producing areas. The board, through the introduction of the biometric technology, restructured and cleaned up the payroll system, which was overbloated with ghost workers when we came in. All staff of the Commission are now captured into the biometric system, which automation sends to each staff's phones and emails their daily attendance histories. This has drastically reduced our salaries and wages to the barest minimum. Critically, the board has adopted a robust pension remittance system in compliance with the Pensions Act. This is to ensure that our retirees do not suffer the fate that befall most retired public servants on retirement.
The State Agency of the Year, Delta State Oil Producing Area Development Commission. And we have quite a long list of people here. The Managing Director, the Basharu of Niger Delta, in the person of Basharu, Barrister Oge. Please.
Your Excellencies, the governors of the various states here present, and Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Delta State, please permit me to observe all the protocols. We at the SOPADEC, as you can see, we are quite many here. All of us are members of the board. We are quite happy that the modest things that we have done in our mandate area has been recognized by the daily independent newspapers and indeed the viewing public. What I just want to say is that whatever we have done will be seen as just the tip of the iceberg, because right now that we have been so recognized, this recognition is going to spur us to do more for our people, to bring development to the doorstep of our people that are in the oil-bearing communities of Delta State. Together, myself and my colleagues, we ensure that we bring better life, better living standard for our people. And I want to use this opportunity to thank the very visionary governor of Delta State, Senator Dr. Ato Ifeanyi Okowa, who has deemed it necessary to reject the board and restructure the super deck for what we are now seeing as result-oriented organization. Thank you, His Excellency in Assemblea. I'm happy that his deputy is here, and thank you, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Basharu Askia Oge.
His Excellency Kingsley Burutu Otuaro, Deputy Governor of Delta State, Peace Ambassador of the Niger Delta. Barrister Kingsley Burutu Otuaro is currently the Deputy Governor of Delta State. He was born April 16, 1968 in Oporoza, Warri, Southwest Local Government Area, Delta State. He attended Asoro Primary School, Benin City, in then Bendel State, and in 1980 obtained his primary school living certificate. He began his secondary school career in Immaculate Conception College, Benin City from 1981 to 1983, and later completed the same in Isaba Grammar School, Isaba, Delta State from 1983 to 1985, where task force bombardment of Niger Delta agitators in the Warri Axis, a sensitive assignment he creditably performed. From 2011 to 2012, he served as the commissioner representing the Ijaw ethnic nationality on the board of the Niger Delta Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, the SOPADEC, before the board was dissolved. On the reconstitution of the SOPADEC board, Governor Emmanuel Uduaghan reappointed him to serve in the same capacity from 2012 to 2014. Determined to learn new ways of achieving peaceful environment, Otuaro obtained in 2014.
Please put your hands together for the Deputy Governor of Delta State, Barrister Kingsley Otuaro, please.
Your Excellencies, Your Royal Majesties, the management and staff of Daily Independent Newspaper, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, please permit me to stand on protocols already accorded. I am very excited and I'm very thankful to God Almighty, as well as to the publisher of Daily Independent Newspaper, for finding me worthy to be conferred with this award as Peace Ambassador of the Niger Delta 2019. There's no gainsaying the fact that the phenomenon of peace building, in nation building, as it concerns the Niger Delta, is very critical. It's very important. And I want to state how that the oil and gas facilities in the Niger Delta, which has been the source of violent agitations or different shades by the people of the region, had called for the need for every critical stakeholder in the Niger Delta area and beyond to ensure that we foster our peace-building effort. And our modest effort in that direction being acknowledged today or recognized today makes us very proud and happy. And my joy today will not be complete if I don't dedicate this award to all of the critical peace-building institution drivers established by Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, the governor of Delta State, in pursuance of our stronger Delta agenda. I want to thank them all, because without them, this would not have been possible. I want to thank the Traditional Rulers Council, the Delta State Orientation Agency, the Delta Waterways and Land Security Agency, the Delta State Advocacy Committee Against Oil Asset Destruction, and all of the agencies put in place that has helped to drive peace in the Niger Delta region. I want to thank you. And this award will, of course, spur us to do very much more. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Delta State. Thank you so much. We quite appreciate you. And also want to thank Your Excellency. Thank you so much, man. We quite appreciate you tonight, Our Excellency.
Yes, thank you for that. A round of applause. To do this award, I'd like to call on the chairman of this occasion, Her Royal Highness Erelu Abiola Dosunmu, the Erelukuti of Lagos. A round of applause for Mommy as she comes forward to do this for us. Please, a round of applause for her, ladies and gentlemen. She's been here for a while, but she would just kindly do this for us. Honorable Chairman, thank you very much, Mommy.
Hennessy from my cup any day. Someday they sip Hennessy.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am most pleased to receive this award on behalf of my boss, the Governor of Ebonyi State, His Excellency General Chief David Nweze Umahi. As a matter of fact, this award of recognition does capture the very tremendous, modest achievements of our governor. Issue of grassroots development actually is key in the agenda of our development. I would say that in each of the local government areas, the governor has done 20-kilometer concrete road, the first governor in the whole Nigeria to do that. The governor said that apart from Lagos and Abuja, that Ebonyi State will be the next in terms of the number of flyovers. As I speak with you today, ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 gigantic flyovers that have been completed, and the governor is doing 8 more flyovers, 23-span flyovers. I want to say that we have the biggest, what we call the biggest light tunnel in Africa. That is President Muhammad Buhari 4-way light tunnel. That is the most beautiful in Africa. And that is what the governor has done. I must say that the governor has done all the rural roads. The governor has done all the state roads, but most importantly, all the federal roads connecting from Enugu, from Cross River, from Benue, from Abia. The governor has done that. And that goes to show the importance he attaches to development, especially grassroots development. Therefore, on his behalf, I will say that we appreciate the organizers of this committee, and we'll say God bless you in Jesus' name.
Habiara all the way from Ebonyi State. I'm a governor Mego Ihoma Ezioku Kwawashi. Na ihu na kowa wu na East Nile oh yawa wu onye na governor aka na Achi State Nkembu akwa ya oburu na Ezioku biko kwara no ha aka ndị Ebonyi State. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Simon Lalong, Governor of the Year, Peace and Security. Simon Lalong, born 5th May 1963 in Shendam, Plateau State, is a Nigerian lawyer and politician, the Governor of Plateau State, Nigeria. After his elementary and secondary education in Shendam local government area, he proceeded to the School of Preliminary Studies SPS Kefi and graduated in 1986. He then proceeded to Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, from where he earned a bachelor's degree in law in 1990. After a successful training time at the Law School Lagos, he was called to bar in 1991 and later obtained a master's degree in law from the University of Jos in 1996. 2019 Plateau State supplementary gubernatorial election, Lalong was re-elected as governor of Plateau State, having polled 595,582 votes against his rival, General Jeremiah Hussaini of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), who polled 546,813 votes. He was re-inaugurated as the governor of Plateau State on May 29, 2019.
Executive Governor of Plateau State Peace and Security Award for a wonderful work being done. Mungo de kwarai da mun san cewa aiki mai kyau ne ko ba haka ba. Ga mutanen da ya kawo daga can Plateau, Allah shi saka muku da alheri. Allah shi biya bukata. Koko. Yawwa. He's here with his amiable wife, and he has a few words to say to us.
Your Excellencies, my colleagues, governors of the Do, Governor of Cross River, Governor of Ebonyi, Deputy Governors who are here, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I stand here on behalf of the good people of Plateau State. Of course, you know without peace, there is no development. We focus on peace. We came in 2015. Plateau was no go area. Anything you heard on Plateau was crisis, how many people were killed. But today, ladies and gentlemen, Plateau has returned to the home of peace and tourism. I want to first of all thank the Delhi Independent Publishers for recognizing us for this wonderful award. But I didn't do it alone. Today, I have behind me here representatives of first the State Assembly and the National Assembly. The National Assembly, representing all my members of the National Assembly, is the Deputy Speaker himself, Honorable Idris Maji. You can't have peace without the Traditional Council. Right now, standing by my left, are representatives of first-class chiefs from Plateau State. I'm sure there are about 3 or 4. Some of them are looking younger than their age. Within the first-class chief is also the House of Assembly. House of Assembly of Plateau State, or Plateau State, is credited to have the only peace building agency in Nigeria, created by law. We have also the Operation Rainbow. That is the only state security outfit. And I said, others who are trying to develop security outfits should come and copy from Plateau State. And finally, a team of politicians were here. The party is represented here. If I stand here, traditional rulers are here. You can see them. See them behind, first-class traditional rulers. And so when you have a combination of politicians, of traditional rulers, and above all, the security apparatus in Plateau State, you have a perfect arrangement for protection of lives and properties of people in Plateau State. I want to once again thank you very much for the privilege given to the people of Plateau State. We will continue to work beyond even what you have seen here. I've also seen local government chairmen, yes, the grassroots people. the religious leaders. This is a combination of what we call the team for peace on the plateau, But one outstanding thing that I must mention, which I also want other states to copy, that in trying to ensure peace in your state, there's one thing that we did in Plateau, carrying everybody along. We have 53 ethnic nationalities on the Plateau. And what we did to ensure peace on the Plateau was to guarantee that out of the whole 53 ethnic groups in Plateau, all of them were appointed in government. So if you are from Edo, if you are from Lagos, if you are from Ebonyi, if you come to Plateau, you will realize that you are represented in government. So Plateau remains a miniature of Nigeria, and we focus on peace. That is our cardinal policy thrust. Peace and security. And we count on that. If we continue on that, we expect people to come and invest in our state. Once again, I don't want to take much of your time, but let me not forget my wife and my children. Because whatever you do as a governor, when you come back, if there is peace in the state, you must make sure last that there is also peace in your house. And so I want to thank my wife and my children, because each time there is crisis in Plateau, if I am not stabilized outside, if I come back, and especially, sometimes they call it the other room, she will stabilize the whole state. She will stabilize the whole state. So once again, thank you very much, and gratitude to the people of Plateau State. All the politicians, party chairman is here, ably led by my leader too at the National Assembly, the Deputy Speaker himself, Honorable Idris Wase, Honorable Idris Wase. Thank you. God bless everybody. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for His Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State and his beautiful family. Thank you so much for coming, sir.
Ayade. His Excellency, the Governor of Cross River State, turned 52 years old a few days ago, precisely on Monday, March 2, 2020. Professor Benedict Bengioshuye Ayade is thus counted among the crew of the not-too-young-to-rule leaders that the country proudly parades today. This avid academic turned politician took the oath of office as the governor of Cross River State on May 29, 2015, having successfully prosecuted a grueling electioneering on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. This was after he had proved his leadership prowess and representative leadership quality to the people of his constituency at the upper chamber of the National Assembly, the 7th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In the 2019 gubernatorial elections, this brilliant mind was re-elected as the governor of Cross River State, a testimonial testament of his sterling performance in office during his first tenure. The cocoa processing plant, the cotton factory, the banana factory, completed the monorail seed center and research center, power plant, Ikom Obudu water project. Cross River State government under Ayade has employed thousands of Cross Riverians within few months of the start of his administration and has sustained that ever since. This is made possible with your massive industrialization of Cross River State. It is on this basis that the management and board of the Independent Newspapers Limited honor you with the Governor of the Year Agro-Industrial Development Award.
It is Excellency Governor Ben Ayade. Please put your hands together for him. And of course, joining His Excellency here tonight, Honorable Effiong Ekpo, Special Advisor. We also have Dr. Mrs. Geshon Bassi, wife of Senator representing Cross River Southern Senatorial District. Ladies and gentlemen, the digital governor, Cross River State, Governor Ben Ayade.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am particularly happy to be here this evening because we are all gathered here. I'm sure you would have had your lunch or your dinner to be here. And so we start with agriculture. So I'm happy that I'm the agro-industrial governor of the year. But I want to ask myself, we actually deserve this award. Is it really worth it? Can I agree with my moral conscience that I've actually served in a way and a manner that I deserve to stand before Nigeria to pride myself as an awardee? Perhaps I feel a sense of frustration and failure that, given the situation and circumstance of our time, I doubt if I actually deserve this. Particularly when you look at it against the statistics of this country. Today, the total unemployment rate as at 2020 stands at 33%. It is even more cataclysmic when you synthesize this down to the youth. Youth unemployment stands at 54%. That is on the way of the Babylon already. An absolute disaster waiting to occur. And so as we sit in our various positions in high authority, focusing on our growth processes, without recognizing that the primary essence of being is the welfare of your citizens. Therefore, if you don't put food on the table, if you concentrate on infrastructures, projects that don't have a direct bearing on the welfare of your citizens, you will definitely have the kind of social deviance that we have today. Kidnapping and armed robbery taking full course of the day. And that's why, in my own infinite thought, I just thought it was wise, as a professor, a lawyer, a senator who's got a long-standing exposure in the oil and gas industry, to focus on those things that can recalibrate the social tension and create an economy and create a prosperity agenda that would allow Nigeria to become indeed the leading giant, as it were. But definitely, the way forward is to create a new cytogenesis, vitaminization of our seedlings, increasing yields, reducing disease levels, and improve yields. Until we do that, until we create opportunity, like in the Philippines and Egypt, where food distribution to the poor is a requirement of government, until we focus on putting food on the table, until hardship is reduced, until youth find opportunity to engage themselves, this country will continue to face the challenges. And that's why I agree with President Muhammadu Buhari that his roadmap on Nigeria beyond oil, agro-industrial revolution, is the way to go. If you don't have food on your table, you have no business being here because hunger won't let you to be here. And so I believe that all of us have the background experience that actually the real revolution starts with agro-industrial revolution. And that's the first step to take for any nation as a developing nation, and I want to see tomorrow. For what our young men and women are going through, we definitely need to review our position and our stand and focus on youth unemployment. And we can only start it by digitalizing agriculture, creating opportunity of young men who are out of school to get into agriculture. I believe that the entire country is watching and is conscious of the fact that the massive unemployment, if not addressed, I am sure in the next 5 years, we will not have the luxury of sitting together like this again to give an award. So on behalf of young men and women who, without fault of theirs, are finding unemployment a big challenge, I want to dedicate my award to you and reassure you of my commitment to yourself, to your generation, and to your time. And for all my friends, to all the business tycoons, members of the National Assembly, my young commissioners who have thrown in their zeal and vitality and kinematics to bring a change in the social culture, attitude, and the cavalier of Cross River State. I'd like to thank you for coming here to celebrate with me with this award. I'd like to thank you, and God bless. Thank you.
Governor of the Year, Economy and Youth Empowerment. Governor Godwin Obaseki of Edo State has shown that he is an enigma when it comes to governance. He has proven that he is not a man that is bereft of ideas. This is because it can only take charisma, doggedness, and desire to serve the people for a governor or any other leader for that matter to record the kind of achievements in the area of economy and youth empowerment that Governor Obaseki has recorded in the midst of crisis that has befallen Edo because of certain elements that tended to make the state ungovernable for him. For a governor to create more than 150,000 jobs, even in the face of a mountain of opposition from certain quarters, speaks eloquently of his knack for the empowerment of youth and the improvement of the economy generally. That was what this charismatic Edo State Chief Executive achieved in his first 3 years in office. Through well-articulated skill acquisition programs which were anchored on 6 key-prong indices of the people: education, sports, arts, and culture, the governor created the jobs through job tracking for organizations, job matching and placements, skill acquisitions, and entrepreneurship and Edo Innovates program. In your bid to transform the youth of Edo State towards being self-sufficient, you have done so much in using sports as a tool to achieve this aim. It is also to your credit that the state government built mini stadiums across the state in order to unearth the hidden sporting talents that are bound in the state. Due largely to his background in investment banking and his tenure as chairman of State Economic Think Tank, Governor Obaseki has laid solid foundation to attract investments. Edo State is now a darling to international development institutions and investors. He has now brought his expertise to bear on the development of Edo, helping to facilitate the mobilization of funding for the Edo Azura Power Project in the state, which has heavyweights like the World Bank Group, Siemens, and Julius Berger, among others. Part of the governor's infrastructure renewal master plan, the stadium is being expanded and equipped with state-of-the-art facility to spur sports development and develop local talents in the state.
Your Excellencies, my brother governors from Plateau and Cross River. See, my deputy wants to hold it for me. My royal father, the Omonobadnedo Uku Akwolokolo, Obaiwari II, Obaga Topwe. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are so excited tonight because it's like tonight is an Edo night. Apart from the fact that I am being honored, my royal father is also being honored tonight. And quite a number of the recipients of awards tonight are from Edo State. That says a lot. We're also excited because tonight seems to be like a validation of a promise we made about 3 years ago when we were campaigning. Myself and my deputy, during our campaigns, promised that our focus as a government will be to revitalize the economy of Edo State and make Edo the economic hub of the country, which it naturally is. We did the unusual by promising that within our first term in office, because of the major challenge of unemployment and youth restiveness, the high levels of human trafficking, we promised that within our first 4 years in office, we're going to create a minimum of 200,000 jobs. Tonight, this award is a recognition of the fact that we have kept our promise. In terms of economic growth, the statistics are there. In terms of job creation, I believe it is Business Day, from its own independent analysis about 2 months ago, published that in Edo State we had created about 157,000 jobs. All of that feat could not have been possible without the support we have enjoyed as a government from the people of Edo State. Across all facets, all aspects of our lives in this country, from the professions, to the politicians, to the academicians, to our traditional rulers, everyone in Edo State, every Edo, whether you live in Edo State or outside, have been part of our success story. So tonight we're dedicating this award to them, and I am also dedicating it to my deputy governor. Because while we were campaigning, I told the world, I told the citizens of Edo that I was going to hand over the responsibility for youth development to him. And the country knows that he has driven that assignment with all the vigor and all the youthfulness required. That today we are the proud hosts of Edo 2020. So we're using this opportunity to invite all of you, to invite the country to Edo State to come and play with us, to come and socialize with us, and to come and participate in the 20th edition of the National Sports Festival, which is Nigeria's Olympics. You are all invited. Before I leave, I want to thank the management of independent newspapers for this award. I want to also thank you on behalf of the Omonoba Nedo Ukwakolopolo for the award which you have also graciously given to him. Thank you, and thank you.
Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, Governor of the Year. Perhaps the late American President Ronald Reagan might have had leaders such as His Excellency Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje OFR of Kano State in mind when he, as the President of America, said, "The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He's the one that gets the people to do the greatest things." This is because the Executive Governor of Kano State, Ganduje, has set precedents in the state that will be indelible level in the annals of Kano State, with its all-round revolution that has not only impacted on the state as a whole, but it has trickled down to the grassroots, changing the narratives among citizens. As a widely and highly read administrator, Ganduje realized he has touched on all aspects of the economy of the ancient state with strong intent on leaving Kano far better than he met it. For instance, the visionary governor realized the importance of education and has made educational renaissance the cardinal point of his administration. No wonder the Nigerian Union of Teachers in 2017 conferred on him the Most Teacher-Friendly Governor Award. Born in the Ganduje village of the Wakin Tofa Council area of Kano State in 1949, the executive governor of Kano State ventured into education early as he enrolled in Quranic and Islamiyah school at his village, where he became trained in Islamic knowledge. Side the direct and indirect job opportunities they will create and their impact on the tax base of the state. Amongst the new investors in Kano State are Black Rhino Dangote Group, which are to construct a 100 megawatt solar project estimated at $150 million. In a similar vein, said Mir International Investment and Management Company will invest $120 million in a similar project. In addition, just recently, Shandong Rui Technology Group, a multinational Chinese company, committed to investing $600 million into the textile and garment sector of Kano State. The disclosure was made by the chairman, Kano State Investment Promotion Agency, Ishaku Umar Tofa. Under Ganduje as governor, Kano economy has witnessed increase.
All right, thank you very much. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is the Man of the Year Award going to Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje. A round of applause for him. And this will be received by the Honorable Commissioner for Information for Kano State, Malam Muhammad Garba. Barkan ka da zuwa. Yauwa a taɓa musu don Allah, daga can Kano ne suka zo nan Lagos. Daga jirgin sama kuka zo go? They made the jet. They said they did not come with a plane, they came with jets. Oh, the donkey? They say they come with a donkey. No, horse. Mun ji daɗin zuwan ku kwarai da gaske. Allah shi biya bukata shi saka muku da alheri. Idan kuka koma can, kana jin Hausa kuwa? Yauwa ya haɗu. He is the special senior assistant to the governor on Lagos affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, there is only one state in Nigeria that has a special assistant for Lagos affairs, and that is Kano State. You know what? Kano State knows that Lagos is the center of excellence. Kariako Gaskia. They have said it. Lagos is the center of excellence, so they have dedicated this young, handsome, brilliant, vibrant man to come and spy what is happening in Lagos State and replicate in Kano State. A round of applause for Kano State as the Honorable Commissioner comes to say one or two words.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to receive this award on behalf of His Excellency the Governor, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje. I want to believe that this award is not only for His Excellency as a person, but for the entire people of Kano State. I therefore want to appreciate the Daily Independent newspapers for finding out worthy for this award. I want to assure you that His Excellency the Governor really appreciated this award, will further inspire him, encourage him to continue to initiate programs and policies that will add value to the lives of the people of Kano State. It is also important for me to mention, Your Excellencies, that our program on free, compulsory, basic, secondary education in Kano is on course. Since after the pronouncement of this policy by His Excellency about 6 months ago, I want to believe that we have achieved over 75% in areas of implementation. Your Excellencies, it is also pertinent for me to mention that the issue of street begging in Kano which has been banned by His Excellency as part of efforts to ensure security in Kano State, is gradually being implemented, and God willing, in the next 1 month or so, we'll be able to have free begging society in Kano State. Your Excellency, I want to therefore once more appreciate the daily Independence newspapers, as well as our distinguished invited guests who are here with us. I want to assure you that the Governor will continue to initiate policies and programs that will ensure peaceful coexistence in Kano State. We will maintain our lead as the most peaceful state in Nigeria today. I thank you most sincerely. May God help our great country, Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for them once again, ladies and gentlemen. Up next is the award to the Oba of Benin. The citation will come up shortly.
Oba na adele nyewega soma edigweje dodo mi omonoba osoke dona degwanuko osurokpata ona forion wode yikawoba mini ayewire Oba Tope.
We got the last one. Mini Abi. Yeah, you are. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the High Chiefs here to represent the Oba Benin as Chief H.O. Bazoaedi Ayiwe Riogene of Benin, Chief Oseni Elamaidi Ekau Ivere of Benin, and Chief Osaro Idadi Obazelu of Benin. A round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen.
Ewa evenokie nigo Ovie kene madeyo Ogate umodiana Tuga tobege Oba tokpe Ise Ise enika oyawe wababa o tuga topege Oba Tope.
Thank you very much.
The Governor of Edo State, Governor Godwin Noerase Obaseki, the man who speaks and heaven hears. With his amiable wife, the humblest of all human beings, Mrs. Bessie Obaseki, the Governor of Cross River State, Professor Ayade, the Governor of Plateau State, Governor Lalong, other governors representatives, the deputy governors here present. Let me use the Colossus, Zaiki, Comrade, and Right Honorable Philip Shaibu to salute all of you. The Erelu of Lagos, traditional rulers here present, publisher and management of Independence newspaper, and you very distinguished and honorable ladies and gentlemen. I must say that the Oba would have wished to be here today, but unfortunately the invitation came a little bit late. You know, before the throne of Benin can move, we must consult God, consult our ancestors and divinity. In this instance, we did not get the invitation on time, so the elements did not allow us to travel. Governor Ayade will attest to this. The last time the Oba visited Calabar on state visit, for 10 days prior to that day, there was no flight could land in Calabar, no plane could land because the weather was terribly bad. They said we could not make it. But immediately the Oba's plane faced Calabar, the weather cleared, and we landed. Same thing, for a long time there was no rain in Calabar. People complained. But because we made the adequate consultation, the rain fell that night. The governor is here. Oba Tope! Let me quickly read his speech, prepared speech by His Royal Majesty. Monobanedu Ukwa Polopolo, L.Y. II, Oba of Benin, on the occasion of the award of the Bridge Builder of the year 2019, given by Independent Newspaper Limited on the 7th March 2020 at Lagos. On behalf, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the members of the Benin royal family, chiefs and the good people of Edo State, I thank the Board of Directors, Management and Staff of Independent Newspapers Limited for deeming it most appropriate to honor me with the award of Bridge Builder of the year 2019. I appreciate this recognition immensely. Since my ascension to the throne in October 20th, 2016, which by divine providence is also my birthday, I'm proud to say that I have received so much encomiums, commendations, recognitions, and appreciations for different reasons by individuals, non-governmental organizations, state governments, national agencies, and international and diplomatic community, as well as my own subjects in Edo State, and several broader traditional rulers, state governors, my own children, and other children, Christian bodies and Muslim bodies, etc., making me wonder and pray that whatever it is that I'm doing to warrant such recognition, may the good Lord Almighty and our ancestors keep endowing me with more wisdom to move. I have even been offered honorary degrees by several universities, which I have not yet accepted for personal reasons. However, when a national dealer has joined the league of those that have recognized and honored me, I felt it is not to be taken lightly. A national daily such as the Independent Newspaper should be regarded as a major voice of the people, and the voice of the people is the voice of God. Therefore, in the name of God Almighty and our ancestors, it is my singular honor to gladly accept this award. But this award is not for me alone. I dedicate it to my late mother, the Queen Mother, or Mone Ikoyeme, the Iyoba of Oba Elwari II. I also dedicate it to my great ancestors. I dedicate it to those who have been assisting me build bridges. I dedicate it to those assisting in the fight against human trafficking and illegal migration. However, early days yet in our work is still work in progress. Such recognition is encouraging and further spur one to work harder and never relent. I would have loved to be personally present to receive the award, but I'm unable to do so due to circumstances beyond my control. I therefore crave your indulgence to allow my representatives on this august occasion to receive the award on my behalf. I also thank the Independent Newspaper for making me the royal father of the day, even though I prefer to be seen as displaying my fatherly duties to everybody at all times. At this juncture, may I give a word or two of advice to practitioners of the fourth estate of the realm, particularly the social media people. It is well known that social media has come to have more bad reputation than good for what it was originally set up to do. Fake news now seems to be everywhere in social media. Personally, I do not subscribe to social media. I still prefer the good old traditional means of media communications, which is print and electronics, television and radio to be specific. I only go online to check for specific information once in a while. Over the years, fake news on social media has come to assume the dimension of evil proportion, which all well-meaning people are concerned about today. It will be well advised that our regulatory agencies should come to the rescue. It is therefore not surprising that some government officials are talking about passing a bill to regulate the news on social media. I think this effort should be taken seriously. News posted about individuals, rightly or wrongly, has led to the death of many or destruction of their reputation. For the print and electronic media, journalists and reporters should always endeavor to cross-check the information before reporting, proper reporting of events to all media practitioners, that they should always be balanced in their reporting with the upcoming elections in Edo and Ondo states, as well as other elections in Nigeria. I once again thank and commend the organizers of this event. I wish all of you safe journey back to your respective destinations. God bless you all. Oba Atokpe.
Up Edo. Although Edo is from former Bendel State, and we know they carry last. Anywhere we know they carry last. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once again we want to heartily welcome you to the Independent Awards 2019. And we are super delighted that you are here tonight, and we believe that you will still continue to enjoy every aspect of the program. Bonsoir à tous et bienvenue au programme d'aujourd'hui, c'est Awards 2019. Et nous croyons que par la grâce de Dieu, vous allez trouver tout ce que nous allons faire cette nuit très intéressant et profitable. Nous sommes ici pour féliciter avec des gens distingués. Merci beaucoup. Amusez-vous bien. Que Dieu vous bénisse. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run gidigidi fún àṣálẹ́ yìí. A sì dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín tí ẹ wá àsìkò láti wà pẹ̀lú wa láṣálẹ́ yìí láti yọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe gudugudu méje yàyà mẹ́fà. Ó sì dá mi lójú torí tó dàbí òwe Yorùbá bọ̀ wọ́n ní pé kárìn ká pọ̀. Yíyẹni ẹ ṣeun gidigidi. Tó bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ́ ká máa lọ ní ṣísẹ̀ntẹ̀lé. Mun gode kwarai da gaske ga Allah madaukakin sarkin sarakuna wanda ya bamu alheri na zuwa wannan gagarumin taro wadda aka kira Independent Awards 2019. Mun gode wa Allah domin an kawo mutane da sun samu nasara ba kaɗan ba, shine aka ce Pacesetters. An kawo ku, an kawo gwamnoni, an kawo deputy governor, an kawo abin managing director na banki, mutane kala-kala iri-iri an kawo su. Kuma gashi mutane sun zo daga Plateau. Da yawansu sun zo daga jirgi da doki da dukansu suka zo nan Lagos. Allah shi saka muku da alheri. Allah shi biya bukata. Okay, kan manta an zo kuma daga Kano koko. Allah shi biya bukata. Wasu na kallo na cewa shin zai manta da mu da muka zo daga jihar Kano. Allah shi biya bukata, shi saka muku da alheri. Kamar yadda muka ji a nan Lagos an ce Akoba, Adaba, Ulori Majikari. Ekelere m Chineke maka ndị Igbo ndị Chineke gọziri agọzi. O nweghị ihe ọma na-eme n'ụwa, ị ga-ahụrịrị ndị Igbo n'ebe ahụ. Akwụbụla ndị Igbo abịala ebe ọ bụla ị gara, ọ bụrụ na ndị Igbo anọghị ebe ahụ. N'eziokwu award a na-eme ọhịa efu. Ndị Igbo wu ndị Chineke gọziri agọzi. Ndị Igbo wu ndị Chineke tere mmanụ, ndị Igbo wu ndị dị special. Anyị dị talented. Anyị ji talent anyị akpata ego, anyị ji talent anyị akpọrọ ihe. Ndị Igbo wu nakwa ya. Ihe m na-ekwu ọwụ eziokwu ka nchọpụta Igbo kwenu, Igbo kwenu, kwezionu. Ọ ga-adịla anyị mma maka ndị Igbo ha sịrị na ụka akpara akpa gịnị ka eji ekwe ya? Isi ka eji ekwe ya. There is network in that area. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adedeji Odulesi, 100% Yoruba by birth and 100% detribalized Nigerian by choice. Determined that this Nigeria, we are inside it together. Nothing will separate us. Thank you very much and God bless you. I'd like to call in Oskid the artist. Oskid the artist, please come up. Yeah. Oskid.
If you leave me, I go die, you are the apple of my eyes. If you leave me, I go die, 1, 2, 3.
no balance. Compounds, no balance. If I never see I go out to know. If I get money, I get money, yo. If I never see I go out to know. Na 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 na. I'm like, walk, you know. Find it, walk, you know. I'm like, walk, you know. Find it, walk, you know. Papa, you know money. Big belly, no money. No balance. Let us see range over. Let us see range over. Let us see range over. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you for staying with us this far. Thank you so much. We're going to move to the next set of award. While we're doing that, we want to recognize a member representing Obubra Etong in the House of Rep, Honorable Mike Etebe from Cross River State. Member representing Bekwara Obudu Obakwe in the House of Rep. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone from Cross River State, we appreciate you for coming tonight. We recognize the Accountant General of Cross River State, Mr. Joe Adi. We recognize member of all members from the Cross River State House of Assembly. We're going to move to the next set of award. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, co-MC. We're doing three, so that we are aware. We're doing three straight now. We're doing Bank of the Year, we're doing Deal of the Year, and we are doing, of course, the one that goes to the Real Sector Investor of the Year. Now, to help us to do this, it's my pleasure to call on Her Excellency, the First Lady Plateau State, Her Excellency Regina Lalong. A round of applause for her, ladies and gentlemen, as she comes forward to do this.
Rendering superior services, Zenith Bank is not lost in the corporate social responsibilities, which it hinged on the firm belief that their performance is not all about profit. On account of these, it was not surprising to Nigerians that Zenith Bank broke the record as the first Nigerian bank to post a profit after tax of 208.8 billion naira, crossing the 200 billion naira mark in its results for the year ended December 31, 2019. In 2015, Zenith Bank won the Best Corporate Governance Bank, Global Banking and Finance Review Awards. Other awards in the same year include Best Customer Service Bank, Global Banking and Finance, Best Bank in Corporate Governance, World Finance, and Most Customer-Focused Bank in Nigeria, KPMG. It is on this basis that we deem you worthy as the Bank of the Year.
Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, Your Royal Majesties, management of Independent Newspaper, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to first and foremost convey the apology from my CEO, Ebenezer Oyango, who really wanted to be here tonight, but because of some very pressing urgent appointment, he had to travel out of Lagos this morning. And on behalf of the board and management of Zenith Bank, I would like to thank the Independent Newspaper for considering Zenith Bank worthy for this distinguished award of the Bank of the Year of the Independent Awards. We're indeed very happy to be a recipient of this award. And what this tells us is that our little effort has been recognized in very, very high places. And we are inspired even more to do much more in creating value for our customers and continue to act in the best interest of our customers. We would like to dedicate this award to our great customers and friends and all stakeholders who have partnered with us over the years to build this egalitarian institution. Thank you so very much. Zenith Bank will continue to act in your best interest. Thank you, and thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Oro, for that. A well-deserved award. A round of applause for them once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Nigerians welcome the birth of a firm, strong and big bank in the terms of assets, spread, consolidation, and superior customer services. The merger saw Diamond Bank transfer all its assets, liabilities, and undertakings to Access Bank, and the entire issued share capital of Diamond Bank cancelled. To underline the seamless merger and how it was received, so many stakeholders applauded the deal as the right one in the right direction, commending the easy transition. Recall that a stakeholder, founder of Independence Shareholders Association of Nigeria, not only commended the seamless nature of the deal, but pointed out that it was a deal in the right direction when compared to the case of Skybank, where a bridge bank was formed to the detriment of shareholders. Meanwhile, since the deal was consummated, the larger Access Bank has continued to grow in all areas, with many branches very accessible to customers, who now have access to various platforms to get their quality sliding opportunities for women. Because of the seamless merger and the results that have attended the deal, the board and management of Independent Newspapers Limited have considered you for Deal of the Year 2019.
We got you, you know go finish your amen. Oh yeah, set the bar, man.
They're the records, baby.
Easy way more than oh she overload.
Good evening. On behalf of Herbert Wigwe and Access Bank, I accept this award. It is not often that you see a perfect union, but Access Bank, as it stands today, is the result of a perfect union. I thank our customers, but most importantly, I thank the staff of Access Bank, management, shareholders, and of course, Herbert Wigwe. Thank you all very much.
Applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going yet. Bank of the Year award, you're still getting that on behalf of Mr. Wigwe, right? Yes. So, Bank of the Year award, please. Finally is the award
Herbert Onyewumbu Wigwe, Banker of the Year. Herbert Onyewumbu Wigwe was born 15 August 1966 in Lagos to Ikwere parents from Umweke, Isiokpo. He is a banker and entrepreneur. He is currently the CEO and Group Managing Director of Access Bank PLC, one of Nigeria's top 5 banking institutions. Wigwe has a degree in accountancy from the University of Nigeria, an MA from Banking and Finance from the University College of North Wales.
All right, thank you. Up next is the Real Sector Investor of the Year, and it goes to Coscaris Group. Mr. Cosmos Maduka, ladies and gentlemen.
Cosmos Maduka, CON, is a businessman and philanthropist. Born on December 24, 1958, he is the founder,
here with his honorable
president,
wife,
and chairman of Coscharis Group, an indigenous conglomerate with diverse interests in manufacturing, ICT, petrochemical, auto care and auto components, automobile sales and services, agric and agro-allied business sectors. His early close contact with the Japanese made him develop the values of commitment, humility, precision, and hard work, which were fundamental to his success in business. Cosmas Maduka sits on the board of several reputable companies and organizations. He served as a director in Access Bank, one of the leading banks in Nigeria, for 12 years, from 2000 to 2012.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I know the hall is almost empty, but just to say thank the management of Independent Newspapers for considering us worthy to receive this. I think it's on the Coscharis farm that they recognize us, where we created over 3,000 jobs in Anambra State by Rice Integrated Mill. Yesterday, again, I was here by X and Young to receive an award, imagine the winner of the Entrepreneur of the Year representing the West Africa in Tokyo this year. I want to thank every one of you who has supported us to have achieved the little things we have been able to achieve. God bless you all.
All right, thank you, Excellency, for helping us with that as she takes a group photograph with them. All right, up next, we have Telecommunications Company of the Year, which goes to Airtel. Thank you.
Airtel Networks Limited, Airtel Nigeria, is a leading mobile telecommunications company in Nigeria. According to the subscriber statistics released by the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) on 30 August 2019, Airtel Nigeria has 26.8% mobile telephone market share and a 46.8 million subscriber base. The company is a member of Airtel Africa, the holding firm for Bharti Airtel's operations in 14 countries in Africa. Airtel is Telecom's Company of the Year.
Thank you very much, Daily Independent newspapers. Yeah. On behalf of the board and management of Airtel Networks Limited, Airtel Nigeria, we want to express our profound appreciation to Daily Independent for this award. We dedicate this award to all our esteemed customers, over 50 million of them, and we want to encourage everyone in the room to get the Airtel line. Please, if you don't have an Airtel line, why not get one tomorrow? Thank you.
All right, up next is the Niger Delta Power Holding Company. Niger Delta Power Holding Company.
Power Company of the Year. The Niger Delta Power Holding Company Limited, Nigeria's generation, distribution and transmission infrastructure backbone and provider, is a national pride and one paradigm of a successful government incorporated limited liability company delivering stellar services in line with its mandate. In line with the vision of President Buhari, it has recorded and still achieving milestones in incremental power in Nigeria. The management was able to accomplish impressive and sustainable what is called incremental power in the sector for the country, a concept statement well articulated by the immediate past Minister of Power, Works and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, in the three areas of generation, distribution and transmission. And since the new Minister of Power, Saleh Maman, took over, he has focalized the projects with scrupulous supervision.
So the governor is a board member. Great.
Your Excellencies and Your Royal Highnesses and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we're indeed very excited at Niger Delta Power Holding Company. We've contributed so much to electricity infrastructure in the country, but we've been long unsung, maybe perhaps because we are government. We want to thank the independent newspapers for this award. We want to thank our management, our board, including His Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State, who is an awardee this night and also a very, very important member of our board, as well as His Excellency, Governor Baseki, the Governor of Edo State, who is also in our board. I mean, with this caliber of men, you would have seen the type of board we have, led by His Excellency, the Vice President of Nigeria. We're indeed very grateful. We are spurred, indeed spurred by this award. We'll continue to do more. We ensure that Nigerians have electricity in their homes. We'll continue to do our best to ensure that this happens. Thank you very much for this award. God bless you all.
Now we call on for the Minister of Aviation, Senator Sirika Hadi, and he's here represented. So it will come up now, and then we quickly take that of his the Right Honorable
Hadi, Minister of Aviation, Minister of the Year. Senator Hadi Sirika, born March 2, 1964, is a former pilot and a former senator.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I, Captain Fola Akinkotu, Managing Director of the Nigerian Airspace Management Agency of Nigeria, hereby receive, on behalf of the Minister of Aviation, Senator Hadi Sirika, the award of the Minister of the Year. I want to use this opportunity to thank the organizers of this program, the Independent Newspapers Group. I would like to say that while we do recognize that there are a lot of other ministries that have worked very hard and are doing Nigeria proud, we're particularly and singularly happy that this award for the Minister of the Year has been awarded to Senator Hadi Sirika. We do recognize that aviation is a catalyst for the growth of the economy. No nation has progressed very quickly without aviation. And we're happy that the independent group has recognized this. There's no reason why Nigeria cannot, or Lagos cannot be another Dubai, or Abuja another Dubai. With hard work, we are sure that the minister will move us in the right direction to achieve great success. Once again, we thank the independent group and we thank all those who have come. Thank you and God bless.
Of course, next is the award of the State Legislator of the Year, which goes to Right Honorable Mudashiru Obasa.
By not only Agege State
Of course, it's represented here by
Lagos State House of Assembly.
Right Honorable Tunde Brahimo, Chairman, House Committee on Information Security and Strategy, Lagos State House of Assembly.
The entire Lagos State with his robust and charismatic administrative style, thus uniting the House as majority of the members have been attesting. Under you, as the Lagos Assembly Speaker, there is this harmony that is unprecedented between the state government and the lawmakers, thus giving birth to robust legislation and effective running of the state. Born in Agege in Lagos State, southwestern Nigeria, he had his primary education at St. Thomas Aquinas Primary School, Surulere, Lagos, before he proceeded to Archbishop Age Memorial Secondary School, Mushi Ilasamaja, Lagos, where he obtained the West African School Certificate. He received a bachelor's degree in law from Lagos State University, Lagos.
Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's better late than never. We waited patiently for this award because of the value that we attach to it. Of course, the award is coming back to back. We won a similar award last year, so it's becoming a tradition of the Lagos State House of Assembly to be so appreciated and recognized. The Speaker, Right Honorable Mudashiru Obasa, would have loved to be here, but for exigencies of state duty. However, we have seen this commendation as a challenge for us to do what we know how to do best, even better. Legislation is not the only function of legislature. We set agenda for government, we plan, we make policies, and we initiate ideas for government. These and many more are going to be our areas of focus in the years to come. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Yes, the next one is the Regulator of the Year, which goes to NCC, Regulator of the Year, NCC.
Nigerian Communications Commission, Outstanding Regulator of the Year. As the federal government agency charged with the regulation of telecommunications services and facilities, as well as promoting competition and setting performance standards for telephone services in Nigeria,
Mr.
the
Steve,
Nigerian
please.
Communications Commission has
Mr.
been
Steve.
above board in the discharge of these responsibilities. Of the GDP in 2019, for the first quarter and the second quarter of 2019, the GDP stood at 10.11% and 11.39% respectively. These showed an improvement from the 9.19% and 10.43% contribution in the first quarter.
Thank you very much.
Damn, fresh on the beat.
The Daily Independent newspapers, the organizers of this award. I must respectfully stand on existing protocol and address this gathering. Your Excellencies that have gone and others we are quite grateful that the Nigerian Communications Commission is once more recognized as an outstanding regulator in Nigeria. Our work touches the lives of every Nigerian, and our work has continued to contribute greatly to the GDP of the country, and today the ICT sector contribution to the GDP is highest. We thank the organizers of this award ceremony for recognizing us for our work, and we'll dedicate especially this award to the consumers of telecommunication services and other ICT tools. Thank you very much.
Mr. John Okere, thank you very much. Mr. John Okere has to come to give the closing remarks.
We thank everybody who has attended this event today. It's an epoch-making event. Thank you very much.
Right now I have with me the Governor of Cross River State, His Excellency Governor Ben Ayade. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good to have you on the
My great pleasure.
carpet. So you've been nominated for the Man of the Year award. What does this really mean to you?
It means that somehow somebody is recognizing that I'm making a lot of inputs in trying to create a new value chain that brings value to young people and indeed the country.
Okay. And what does it mean to the residents of Cross River?
Of course, it's a great opportunity for them to know the elixir of the great opportunity that awaits them, that jobs are going to be created, food sufficiency, reduction in crime, reduction of social tension, and of course, an opportunity for every one of them to exploit the best of their potentials.
Okay. So we appreciate you for this industrial growth. What else should we expect from you before 2023 in Cross River?
Oh, a magical departure from the past, and you see an astronomical growth in the self-esteem of every young Cross Riverian and indeed the extension the whole of the country. Okay. It is my strong commitment that as a young and digital governor, I must bring value to the market and ensure that young people have opportunity to aspire to their greatest dreams.
Okay, so lastly, before I let you join the event, what do you expect from this event tonight?
Well, a great glitterazzi, a racematazz of a very good evening, and a very good cavalier of a nice evening, just to say thanks for all the governors and captains of industries who have brought value and have made Africa and indeed Nigeria proud.
I think from what I have seen so far, the arrangement appears to be very, very good. It appears Daily Independent newspaper is really ready for the award. The mobilization is good. We are here ready to accept the award. And I'm sure you know that my governor is receiving the highest award. So we are really happy. It's an award that will indeed inspire my governor to continue to initiate programs and policies that will add value to the lives of the people of Kano State. And I want to assure you that we really value it, we really appreciate it, and God willing is going to be part of what we will continue to remember throughout His Excellency's tenure as Governor of Kano State. And most importantly, we are happy that this award has not been influenced, either influenced or monetized. And that is the most important. So I think it is something that we are going to grab with all seriousness. It is something that we are going to put in a very strategic location so that whenever we see it, we remember that the editorial board of the Daily Independent and the management have really recognized our own modest contribution to the development of humanity in Kano State.
Well, for us, it goes to show the appreciation of the entire people of the globe of the very modest achievements of the governor of Ebonyi State, His Excellency Chief David Nwezo Mahe. I must say that it has been a rosy situation in terms of leadership since he came on board. You will agree with me that before 2015, Ebonyi was at the bottom of the ladder in the area of development. But when he came, he had to do things differently. He had to deploy leadership ability that is very extraordinary for him to really conquer the situation. Now we can say that God is so great in Ebonyi State. In the area of infrastructure, I'm sure we are beating the entire states of the Federation. We are not exaggerating the situation. In the area of human capital development, we have done tremendously well. I can say that Ebonyi State is now a shining light, a signpost of excellence among the committee of states in the Federation. And that is because God really sent this man, His Excellency Engineer Chief David Umahi, to come to Ebonyi State at this point of our economic history, to really make a difference in the history of Ebonyi State. I can say that the rural communities have been developed, fully developed.
It means that credible people are being rewarded and being acknowledged for what they've done in the past. And it's a night to showcase their potentials and also award them for what they've done to society.
So an award is a means of motivation. What other ways do you think we can actually motivate people to be better the way they are?
Well,
or better than
the way to motivate people is to reward them with what they do. When they do something good, you reward. Like for a child, for example, a child, if a child does good in school, here's a lollipop. And guess what? They tend to do better next time because they want that lollipop. For adults, you give them some kind of recognition, as a financial reward. It could be mentorship. Give them, let them be known nationwide and worldwide. That's what this event is all about. And once you acknowledge them, they become great mentors for younger people.
I'm well excited about it. You know, it just showed that there's something we are doing right. Yesterday I was here on X and Young event also, you know, on the same event, and we are 6 contendants, and I end up winning the event. And today again we are here with Independent. So it means whatever independents are doing today was not by accident. That means they are also looking at people who truly have result and have been able to have something to show for what they are doing. So it's exciting for me to be here this evening on this event.